For today's Tosh Holiday Classic. This game features the Vikings of St.Laurence versus the Spartans of St.Francis.
It's who's back. We live? We live, Bobby. I got everything set.
Starting number 1, a senior Michael Fasano.
You want to guess the first
Number 10, sophomore Sebastian Miller.
Oh, yeah, rosters. Dave, how the fuck point out the players? I'm going to point out the players.
22 is senior Eric Walsh. And number 24 is senior Robert Wilson.
Welcome to the Dick Campbell Gym for game number 3 of day 1 here in the Campbell Gym. We have a fantastic matchup today between St. Francis and St. Laurence. St. Laurence is out of the Chicago Catholic Conference, and St. Francis is out of the Chicago Catholic Metro Suburban Conference. Pleased to be joined by Dane Emmerich. Dane, you just did the previous game, an exciting Downers Grove South Schaumburg game.
Yes, and it's great to be here. Man, was that one exciting.
You excited for this one?
Oh yeah, after that one, of course I am. Excited for all these games.
Seen a terrific day of basketball so far. In game number 3 will get underway.
Man, this one might be a little confusing here, Bobby. We got St. Francis and St. Laurence. So if we mix those up at any times, apologies.
St. Laurence is the home team for tonight's game, for this afternoon's game. St. Francis is away. And it's big 3 to start off the game for St. Laurence. St. Laurence will get the ball back, and they'll dribble it down the court. Sure.
Vikings lead early.
Drives, finishes, yes.
This Vikings team is looking really good really early. Aggressive D.
Starting out fast in a long pass.
Good ball movement. They have a lot of... It really seems like they want to score and they want to defend. There's no lollygagging. Deep 3.
Deep 3, yes.
Knocks it down.
Another 3 for St. Laurence.
St. Laurence already leads 8-2.
Corner 3. Misses that one. Nice rebound. And air balls. Michael Finanza with the ball.
I'll tell you what, Bobby, this game has already been very fast-paced.
I believe that's how St. Laurence likes to play.
Ooh.
It's a nice bank.
Teams just show that they want to score.
By number 2, Darius Wilson. Basket did not count. He was fouled before. Corner 3. Misses that one. Jack Carroll with the rebound The big boy dribbles down the court. That's a nice finish by number 20, Danny Blank.
Spartans already showing they want to fight back.
A quick timeout. This game has moved faster than some of the others that we've seen today. Very fast-paced. Some great tournament basketball that we've seen so far, and we'll just keep seeing more of it. A lot of ball movement, and that's a finish from Jack Carroll.
Good ball movement from both sides already.
Number 1, Finn Walsh. Missed that he was fouled, though. 3 shots.
It's a good crossover. Good job drawing the foul. You know, Bobby, this Vikings team last year was 4-1 in the Jack Tosh, and
I remember that. I think they lost in they won in the 3rd place game.
They're out here showing that they
deserve.
Right. They want to do what they did last year, but they want to do more. They want to do better. They're out here showing they want to win it all.
Goes 2 from 3 from the line. This one goes out of bounds, and St. Laurence will take over. Finn Walsh grabbed the ball, passed it right back to Darius Wilson. Kick out 3, no.
Last shot off the mark, number 11.
Number 10 hits.
3 early in the game, and there's number 10, Sebastian Miller. As the Vikings bring the ball right down the floor and score.
Miller, only a sophomore, looks to make a name for this St. Francis team.
The efficiency from this St. Laurence team has been phenomenal so far. Every time
There's Miller again, he missed.
Spartans do something good,
It's just answered right
they
back.
answer right back. And the score is
Finn Walsh kicks out. Another 3. Yes.
There it is. The St. Laurence team almost seems they can't miss. 15 and
Seemed
9
that way.
with just 4 minutes left in the first period.
We go Miller again.
Wow.
Loads up and hits.
Wow. Great ball. Everything just for both teams has been so clean. No mistakes.
Here we go again. Oh,
No sloppy basketball. And that one's off the mark. But Bobby, like this, both teams have been moving the ball fast. Good ball movement. Even though it's 15-12.
we're almost at 30 points
Yeah.
in one
Right.
quarter.
You know what? Right. St. Laurence team is just, they are locked in.
We saw a defensive game before, DGS and Schaumburg. First game we saw a lot of offense and defense. This one is looking to be straight up just offense. That was Robert Nosek working it in the post. There he is again. Jake Tangaroa hits that shot. He's got another corner 3 No. And that's Nosek with the board. Passes it down. Tangaroa again. I'm not worried about it until I see that guy on the floor.
Yeah, that's right.
Works post. 3. Board by Brendan Yarso. That's Tangaroa. Hits the 3. And St. Francis answers back after the quick start from St. Laurence. Finn Walsh. He answers back.
He's not
Wow,
afraid
what
to
a first
hit.
quarter.
He's really not afraid to hit that deep 3.
What a first quarter.
Travel. Yep.
Clear and obvious travel there. St. Laurence takes over. Finn Walsh in the corner. Drives. Oh. And finishes.
Man. These guys are not messing around. Shot after shot. Only the first quarter with a minute and 8 seconds left. It's 23-19. I mean, the potential of this game. Both these teams are playing phenomenal basketball.
Let's see, can we hit 100 points? Not in total. We know we'll hit that. But can one team hit 100
One
points?
team at 100 points. I think so. If these teams keep playing the way they're playing, the fear in their eyes, I mean, well, it's out of bounds.
And this one's going down with St. Laurence.
Man, these teams both show that they want it, especially the Vikings, who last year performed one and, what'd you say, finished 3rd place or something?
Yes.
Man, they want it.
Yeah, last year, St. Francis was 1-3 in this tournament. Finn Walsh again.
Cash money. He doesn't miss. He's got 11 already.
Holy cow. Those are some Nate Shockey numbers.
I was about to say the same thing. He is just knocking down everything. He's not afraid to shoot.
He's got that senior leadership, and that's tipped out by number 3, Trey Davis.
Oh, you only have 1. All right.
30 seconds left. Walsh tried to reach, doesn't get that.
It's a good pass.
And that one's made by Robert Nosek.
Good inside pass to allow the open man to shoot the ball. And
What a shot.
great up and under.
Terrific.
6 seconds left.
Cross. Drives. Finishes. That's number 15, Brandon Yerso. And that one wasn't even close. 28-23. 3-1. And a terrific,
Wow.
tremendous first quarter. It was a fast one, too.
28-23. You got the Vikings leading. And both these teams showing they want it. Neither team are afraid to shoot. Both teams just have 2 fouls.
Especially Finn Walsh. That's a
Finn Walsh is
probably
a monster so
keep
far.
an eye on number 1.
11 points in just 1 quarter. But he's not the only one doing things for this team.
All solid numbers around.
You got
Number 11.
Darius Wilson with 6 points. Trey Davis has 3. Anthony Leonard has 5. Great ball movement from the overall team. This is a great game. And the same thing from the other side.
terrific full day of high school basketball. Just from the Jack Tosh here on YSN.
Can't forget to mention our phenomenal cameraman, Gavin Hughes, who was just announced in the last one. Up top, working the camera.
Everyone here is a jack of all trades. I'm announcing and the changing the score here.
That's tough to do there, Bobby. I mean, not to mention,
You gotta keep up with it, yeah.
who was the genius behind setting all this up? Bobby
me.
Essling.
Here at 7 a.m. First game started at 9.
Wow.
Our main guy, Jack Borchers, he is sick. We wish him a speedy recovery from his flu. And finish.
And one.
And
finish.
one St. Lawrence.
Oh, wait. Yeah, and one.
In the other gym at the half, Riverside Brookfield is leading Stagg 31-23. We'll get you some score updates all throughout what goes on here. Number 10, Sebastian Miller dribbles the ball. It's poked, but he got it back. And he'll keep it. Pass. Nosek. Finish.
Our cameraman up top was wondering how you zoom in on the camera, Bobby.
Well, it's fine right now. I think it was shown to him by Ryan Piquel, who was announcing the first game with me. Terrific job by him. Finn Walsh spins. Oh, that would have been. Oh, okay. Well,
Close. Almost knocked that in.
is that number 2? Yes, that is number 2, Darius Wilson, who almost dunked that if he grabbed it back. At the 3, off the mark. St. Laurence trying to get this defense going. Doesn't even hit the rim. I believe that was Nosek. Finn Walsh. Down. One hand. Missed.
The left.
Nosek posting up. Darius Wilson doesn't get it.
St.Francis foul number 10, Sebastian Miller. It's his first, team's fourth.
This is a second quarter that's much slower than the first, to say the least.
6 minutes left in the second quarter. We have the Spartans with 4 fouls already.
Number 12, Aaron Wofford nails the first free throw. He attempts his second one. Missed that one. Dribbles it back down. And another foul is called. We'd like to thank Mr. Rob Wagner, the athletic director here at York, for letting us live stream each and one of these Jack Tosh games. As Nosek grabs the inbound, he pulls up from mid-range and he hits.
That's it. Down. Good ball movement after the inbound pass.
Getting the open guy. St. Francis going with a relatively small lineup.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Michael Finanza and Chase Riggs out there, relatively 2 small guys. That 3 off the mark. That ball is out on Danny Blank, senior guard. Finn Walsh works in a push.
They're going to call foul on number
Michael Finanza, I think.
Mm-hmm. So it looks like
Fasana, excuse me. That's his second foul.
number 3 Jake Tinkor checks in for number 1.
Finn Walsh. Oh, was swatted down by Robert Nosek. Looks up, finishing, no. But
Yes.
it's tipped back in.
Great job for the Spartans in transition.
That was Danny Blank, and here we
And
go.
then a putback.
Miller
A
drives.
missed layup.
Nope.
Tried to get it,
Second
couldn't
missed
get
layup, and then he couldn't get the putback.
it.
Oh my gosh! Put that man on a
He
poster.
put him on a poster.
Oh my goodness.
Gavin.
Darius Wilson.
Oh.
Here we go. Finn Walsh. He can't dunk really, but hey, he'll take that. Holy cow.
Gavin's loving it up there.
Oh, timeout is called.
Oh my.
Yo, that.
He slammed on him.
I thought he was trying to draw a charge or something like that.
Oh.
What a. My goodness. We just saw the replay on the stream, and holy cow.
He needs some milk.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my. All right, Bobby. What are some things you've seen great besides that poster? From this,
I've seen a lot of
Vikings
excellent
team?
scoring. They've been shooting well all around. I mean, you look at it, 36-29. Holy cow, what a poster though! But
I like the ball movement and the working in transition from both teams. so
three-point
far.
shot has also worked well.
Oh yeah. Oh, especially from the Vikings for sure.
Mm-hmm.
St. Laurence.
Do you think Sloshay should put that on Instagram? That poster. It's a terrific poster.
Is he here?
No,
No.
I mean he can get it off our live stream. Deep three.
Send that to him.
Yeah. Coming back the other way is Danny Blank, and he's going to look down. Miller turns it over. Doesn't catch the pass. That's number 20,
A missed
Jalen
opportunity.
Hamilton.
Missed opportunity from the Spartans here led to a fast break score in transition.
This one stays with the Spartans. Number 3, Jake Tangaroa will inbound. St. Laurence with 2 phenomenal scores in Finn Walsh and Darius Wilson.
I'm on a poster, bro. Oh my.
Miller pulls up mid-range. He hits.
Got it. He's got a nice shot, number 10.
The Sebastian Miller, yes.
He's got a nice shot.
He has 8. Seems like he has a lot more. That's number 15. Oh, he blows the layup. Brandy Ursero.
It almost seems here in the second quarter a lot of missed opportunity layups here from
That's a
the
3.
from the Spartans. That could have kept
that's
them
like
close
6
from this game.
He missed 6 easy points. St. Francis brings it back down the floor. And going back to that poster,
I can't stop thinking about it.
I still think the Eric Cohn, you remember that Eric Cohn poster
Yes, I do.
on Oswego East? We don't have the availability to show you the video, but we would. And
That was on House of Highlights.
it was, and it was a terrific poster. I mean, just sensationally unreal.
I'm gonna pull that up. Number 3. In the corner, knocked out of bounds. Bro, I have it. I have this on my phone. I'm watching it. Oh!
Looking back at this poster, that's Finn Walsh. He missed. Number 10, Sebastian Miller on the rebound, brings it back down the other way. Number 22, Eric Welch, passes to Yersrow, and he hits. 3 ball by St. Francis, back to 4. Oh, Finn Walsh traveled.
Travel called.
At the half, we'll give some score updates throughout the state of Illinois. If we can get any, that'd be
Spartans here.
look, they inbound. That's Miller back to Blank. And misses another layup. That is Yersrow. He misses the pull-up jumper.
Continuous with the missed opportunities.
Goes to
for
Walsh,
Spartans.
corner.
Deep 3.
Misses. Yersrow again brings it back down the floor. Look, nope, out of bounds at the top of the backboard.
Bobby, we've seen a lot of missed opportunities as
Timeout called.
timeout called, but we've seen a lot of missed opportunities for, even though the Vikings are down only 4, a lot of missed opportunities in the paint, missing layups, grabbing their own rebound, or not, and then even missing the second chance. You can't complain about 34 points.
Yeah, but I'm in this timeout. The head coach of the Spartans, Aaron Dyer, I'd be saying, we got to finish.
Right.
You got to finish. You mean St. Laurence has size compared to St. Francis, but you'd think you still have to finish.
Gotta finish, don't panic. And right now, either team could be in a very different spot right now.
For all we know, St. Francis could be tied or could be down by more points.
If it wasn't for, I think, something motivating the Spartans team is the continuous making shots coming from the Vikings. They hit, it seems they've hit everything. Finn Walsh has 13, and Darius Wilson has 11. That's huge for them.
Darius Wilson hasn't made it anything after the poster.
Dude, that was insane. That was insane.
Walsh, nice move, but he turns it over. That's Riggs.
And he misses it.
Oh my goodness.
Again, like I said, missing of the opportunities.
I wonder if that poster rattled him.
Transition.
That's a 3, but it's off. The mark. Riggs grabs.
In the paint again.
Oh
Misses.
goodness, that one just came up short. Bring it back down. Oh, Riggs with the steal. Looks driving.
Again.
Missed. Again. Are you serious? Missed shots after missed shots after missed shots.
There might be a lid on that basket. And knocks it down.
Well, not that one. Maybe that St. Francis basket, but that St. Laurence basket, they take a now, 7-point lead.
30 seconds left. Spartans might try and run this ball out, or run the clock out.
Pull up.
Finally.
Yes.
Like I said earlier, he's got a nice shot.
Sebastian Miller has 10 points. Same as his number. 3. Nope. Miller with 3, 2, 1. Nope, not even close. So that brings us to halftime here. It's been a fantastic first half. We've seen a lot happen. But we'll see what happens with the rest of the way out.
And we'll be back after halftime. 10 minutes, let's go.
We welcome you back to the start of this second half. St. Laurence and St. Francis, a terrific first quarter, first half. So we will try to get back in the swing of things. To inbound, number 11, Anthony Leonard. Finn Walsh looks over Trey Davis. Cross court pass. And another missed layup. This, Dane, you said it earlier, that hoop might have a lid on it.
Only in the post, though.
Yes, only in the post.
Only in the post. See?
And a finish.
Magically, Spartans score, and that's out of the hoop. Inside the post.
No, it's probably just the other hoop. Something with this hoop is not right.
I mean, but to be 100% honest, like this Spartans team was on a.
They were on a tear.
They were. It was dry. They couldn't score in the paint to save their lives.
That's my bad. I thought you said Vikings. There's two St. Laurence teams. Or St.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Spartans. Like, they could not score in the paint.
Well, they get back in the swing of things. We will too.
I want to see how many shots they miss in a row.
Another
Just
turnover.
get a stat for that.
And that's Blank who finishes. And we're at a one-point game. Trey Davis. No. And that's off too. Blank down the floor, and that's out of bounds.
Spartans try to take the lead there on that.
Got to make smarter passes.
Yep. Only down by one, though. Cut this lead to only one. St. Laurence is yet to score this half.
2 minutes in, and they haven't scored yet. I'm sure that will change eventually.
That's gonna change, right?
Foul is called on Eric Welch. Foul is called on him. That is a deep three. Yes!
Knocks it down. He's not afraid to shoot. He showed that earlier in this game.
Trey Davis lives up to his name and hits the tray.
That's a good one.
You gotta be fun with this. Miller. Nope.
Surprising. He's been shooting phenomenal all day. Working in the paint.
And
Got it.
finishes. That's number 24, Robert Nosek.
He's played pretty well so far. 12 points
That
for
one's
him.
picked away. Ball stays with St. Laurence. Shot is good for St. Laurence.
It seems like number 20 for Robert Nosek he seems to be the center that every team wants. He can shoot, he can work the paint.
He's got
play good
12
D.
points, almost
He's
14.
very versatile. And no,
That's Miller again.
Miller scores there, but
Out of bounds, stays.
right now in this half for the Spartans, the combination between Miller and Nosek has been great.
Coach Dyer was heated. Still is heated. This one almost stolen away.
Travel. Sorry,
Missed.
never mind.
I
But
think that was a travel.
looked like a travel to me. But
Kind of did,
we're gonna
but
let it go.
that's It's number 3, Trey Davis, who just ran off the floor. That's number 2? Oh, excuse me, Darius Wilson.
He just ran off the floor.
He just ran off the floor into the tunnel.
Oh, I think he got hurt.
Did not see what happened. He is limping.
Yep.
As we see him.
He's limping over there in that corner.
I believe that's number 12, Aaron Wofford, who checks in. And now, number 24, Robert Nosek he's also limping. So either we have some exaggeration going on or people are getting hurt left and right.
I'm going to go with the second one.
Nosek stays in. He's okay. But he's pickpocketed. That's Wofford, who does not finish.
Something about this energy here, Bobby. There's not many student fans here, right? Because obviously this is a tournament game.
Day after Christmas, on the road.
Day after Christmas, both teams on the road, right?
I mean, St. Francis out of Wheaton, St. Laurence out of Burbank is Wofford's first shot.
But then tonight, you got York versus, the home team versus Montini. It's pretty close. So, you want to see how that game turns out with the fans. I think fans will be here from both sides, especially York.
I would expect to see a big York crowd. I mean, Montini, they haven't won a game yet this season. So
maybe we post
it'll be interesting to see the crowd as St. Laurence only knocks down one. They go to Nosek. Wofford pulls up mid-range. High shot goes in.
It almost seems like the energy and the defense. Ooh,
oh my goodness!
Well, I take that back. I was about to say, it almost seems like the energy and the defense from both sides here is getting a little off of where it was the first half.
Well, that is Trey Davis, who just absolutely swatted that ball out of bounds.
That block was huge.
St. Lawrence a lot of athleticism, and Miller puts it in for St. Francis.
Miller can do it all. He's got 14 points right now.
Reminds me of a younger Max Christie.
He's doing a good pass.
I kind of get that from him. That one. Brought it back to one. That was Riggs. He was dunked on earlier.
St. Louis is scared.
Timeout is called. They actually did call the timeout.
Two straight baskets.
I don't think we've seen that yet today.
Yep. What?
Well, from the St. Francis point of sides.
I mean, they were quick. They were quick scores, right? Both these teams are very athletic. They can run the ball up and down the court. It's a fast-paced game. Good passing. I like this game, Bobby. I like this game.
Well, already, it's not even the fourth quarter yet, and both these teams have scored more points than DGS and Schaumburg. The game it's definitely been more fast-paced, definitely more offense. That seems like the way St. Lawrence wants to roll with things.
And now you see the defense and the energy coming from the Spartans. That ball is stripped.
Here you go, Sebastian Miller.
Oh.
That's off the mark. Nosek keeps it, and it looks out to Miller. Now, good sign out of St. Lawrence. Darius Wilson is back on the bench. Should see him back in the game shortly. This one taken away. Wofford finishes.
St. Lawrence now up 3.
Open for 3. Off the mark. Foul is called. Miller picks up his second.
Only the third foul called in
this half.
This half called for St. Francis.
It's been a clean game to say the least.
Right. This game is very. It's kind of the opposite of what we just saw in the last game. Low fouls, high scoring points, fast pace. Both teams knocking down their shots. It's a great effort from both sides.
It has been. But look, this pass is to Aaron Wofford. Corner. It was Leonard who shot, I believe. And it was Anthony Leonard missed it. St. Francis will get the ball back down by 3. Once again, the small lineup is out for St. Francis.
And on the St. Laurence side, it almost seems like they're struggling in what they.
I mean, you take out Darius Wilson, who he did have 11 points, I believe.
But they're struggling in something like 3-point shooting in what they excelled in in the last half, in the first half. So, do you almost write up a new game plan, even though they're up 3?
I mean, off to a fast start. You got to slow it down eventually. You're not going to be
Right.
hot for the entire game. At 3,
Mark.
it's short again. I'd get some layups in if I'm St. Laurence. Drive in, draw some more fouls.
It really seems even though they're down 3, St. Francis seems to have the energy to keep going in this second half.
Kicks out. That's Riggs. He
Wide
hits.
open.
Back within 1. That's a deep 3. Almost airballed.
Off the mark. Down 1 is St. Francis with the ball.
Our next game coming up is Sandburg and Lyons. Lyons Township, who's played here once before. The announcers for that game will be Gavin Hughes and myself, Bobby Hessler.
That Lions team.
We saw them once this year.
We saw them play York, and they showed they can play good basketball because York's not an easy team to beat, and York did beat them in overtime. But they can shoot.
Yeah. That's up and good. Some good news for St. Laurence. Darius Wilson, number 2, who just passed the ball to Wofford. He is back in the game. That's a good sign from St. Laurence, the Vikings' perspective. And I believe they're down for the first time in this game.
Yep. Off the mark again. Consecutive
10
missed
seconds.
threes from the St. Laurence team that they're doing.
Can't finish. And through 3 quarters. Nice bank shot, doesn't count though. We head to the 4th, 54-53. Dane, what have you liked out of this game?
I like the fast pace from both teams. Although that third quarter from St. Lawrence seemed a little sloppy. A lot of missed shots. They seemed a little more tired than they did.
Yeah, they only had 12 points.
They only had 12 points that quarter. And I liked St. Francis's effort in that third quarter, taking advantage when St. Lawrence couldn't. Because it's 54-53. St. Francis, 8 minutes left now in the game in the fourth quarter.
Out of the South Gym, it's going to look like that the Riverside Brookfield Bulldogs are going to pull away. After 3, they were leading 50-35. Paul Zelinkas, he has 21 for them. Darius Wilson only 15 and is the leading scorer in this game. Oh, South Gym.
Oh, South Gym. All right.
No, not this gym.
I was like, yeah.
Seen a lot of great all-around scoring. When you look at Sebastian Miller, he has 14. He'll start off with the ball.
He's been shooting very well this game for St. Francis.
Didn't hear much of him in the third quarter, but
And you know, coming from a team right now, St. Francis, who was 1-3 last year in this tournament, and
They-
opposite for St. Lawrence, who was 3-1, or was it? Sorry, I apologize. 4-1.
And they won that third place game. I remember that third place game versus
Yeah.
Lions Township.
Would it be considered an upset if St. Francis wins this game?
I believe so, yes, because the way it works is St. Lawrence is considered the home team in this. And, I mean, they're a terrific all-around team. We've seen that in St. Francis. They've proven to keep fight as St. Lawrence takes the lead right back.
That was scored by number 2, Darius Wilson, who now has 17 points.
Oh, turnover. Oh, my goodness. Another. Is that a. It was a block, but a foul, too.
Called a foul, but
That was a good block.
I think it's a block.
I wonder if we'll see overtime in this game. I mean,
That'd be interesting.
Wofford missed his free throw line execution. Out of all the games I've been at today, we haven't seen a lot of free throw execution.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Bobby. 5 fouls now from St. Francis. Is this going to become a problem now? Down the stretch.
Go again. This game, he missed both, was Wofford.
Yeah, like you said, we have not seen many made free throws in this game.
No, we have not.
I don't know if it's about the energy here. There's no fans. I mean, besides
There
the
is.
parents, you know, there's quite a few parents, but there's no real student fans who are
Oh,
loud.
hit him in the back of the head.
There might be people filling up the seats, but there's no one.
Number 20, Jalen Hamilton, was hit in the back of the head, and he was frankly upset with Walsh. I feel like every year we have to hear the name Walsh in a tournament. Last year was Sam Walsh, Finn Walsh this year.
Man, was that team great last year? Sam Walsh, Nick Kosic, Aaron Cohn.
Hey, 8-1 this season.
That is one. Those are names I like to hear.
And you still have Nate Shockey, Jeffrey Grace. Denton Rohde's been a big piece of this team, and everyone kind of didn't think he would be as good as he is now, but look at him.
Right, like you said, we got a lot. There's a lot of players for York that they're filling in for the spots that were lost. Right, Denton Rohde and Nikesh for Sam Walsh. Nate Shockey stepping up big time, of course. Last year, you got Nate Shockey along with Jeffrey Grace.
Jeffrey Grace, actually, he's fantastic on defense. We've seen that. He may not be a great scorer per se, especially from outside the three-point line, but he's great underneath the basket, and he's great on defense. There's another missed shot.
That kid's been the most athletic person I've known since elementary school, playing football and basketball. He was always the best.
Jeffrey Grace, that is.
Yeah, Jeffrey Grace.
I don't remember the last time we've seen the score change. It's kind of been a while.
Oh, there it is. Yep.
There we go. Change there, back to 3.
With 5 minutes and 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
That pass is deflected by Wofford.
St. Laurence really trying with the press, and
Timeout is called. And with 5:40 left, down 3 is Francis.
for
St. Laurence is already in the bonus.
Correct.
Today's remaining games out of the Jack Tosh that we will be announcing. Sandbrook and Lions following this game. Batavia and Andrew. Conant and Rolling Meadows, that'll be a great game. And then Nazareth, St. Ignatius, that's game 7. And the final game of the day is Montini and York. All games are streaming right here on York High School live streams on YouTube. Also is known as YSN, York Sports Network.
And be ready for that York game to be loud.
Missed the 3.
Yeah, another miss.
This fan behind us was yelling at us. I don't know what team, but yelling at them to rebound.
She might be doing a better job coaching than... Actually, I'm not going to say that.
Free throw shooting hasn't been fantastic as Robert Nosek misses that one.
He's been great tonight, though. 14 points.
He is the leading scorer, tied with Sebastian Miller. So he missed that one.
Gets the rebound.
That might be a St. Laurence parent asking them to rebound.
I mean, but she's right. That's what you got to do right now.
You got to rebound,
You're down
yes.
3. You got to get the rebound and put it back.
That's a nice
That's a nice
move
finish.
and a finish.
Down 1. St. Francis.
Kick out Wofford for 3. Air balls. That's out of bounds on Wilson, Darius Wilson. I feel like I should remember that name. I've heard his name, said his name like 50 times today. St. Francis tries to get back the lead. Miller in the post, finishes. And timeout called by St. Laurence. If you are just joining us, what you've missed so far, well, you missed a fantastic first quarter. Score was, I believe, 28 to 20 something. You missed a poster.
Oh, you missed a monster poster.
That was Darius Wilson who absolutely postered number 2 Chase Riggs. And he missed just a straight-out fantastic offensive game. I mean, you look at the scoreboard, 58-57. St. Laurence, I believe, was up by almost 10 at one point. Somewhere around there.
The first half, like you said, it was very offensive. But, yeah, the second half,
It slowed
energy slowed down, a lot of missed shots. But,
I might have jinxed that when I said, are we going to see 100 points?
yeah, you might have, Bobby. 4 minutes and 32 seconds left.
Yeah, I don't know if you can get 42 and I mean, anything's possible, but that's hard to get.
Even though they might not be statistically the better team, they're showing they can beat this good, or not beat, but hang with this St. Laurence team as they're up by 1.
Up by 1 with 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go. This crowd has been relatively quiet. I feel like we've been the loudest people in the gym that aren't the players. If someone has to get going for St. Laurence, I got to think it's got to be Walsh. He's 15 right now. And he had a fantastic first half. Drives, finishes, and Lawrence regains the lead.
Oh,
Out of bounds.
bad pass.
That's a costly turnover.
Where's that ball? Way out of bounds.
That almost hit a camera over there.
Oh, shoot.
That'd have been bad.
Is that rolling? Is that camera rolling?
Yeah, we have no one working it though, so we've left that one out of the picture. But when we get more people here, we'll have that working.
Good ball movement coming from the St. Laurence team. They got all the time they need right now, up by 1. 3 minutes, 32 seconds left. smart foul from number 15 because if he let him get inside, well.
I mean, it's easy 2 points, but
Oh,
he's going to the line.
Yep, that's my bad.
We haven't seen
I forgot
fantastic
they're in
free
foul
throw
trouble,
shooting.
but right, that's true. But if he would have just, they're already in foul trouble, so if he would have let him go, he would have these games. So,
Well, see, he missed it. I mean, they didn't get the ball back, but
right, it was the right idea.
you're potentially down 3, getting the ball back, or you could be still down 1. Corner 3 hits.
Knocks it down. That's clutch. That's a huge.
That's
three.
number 11, Anthony Leonard.
Puts them up by 4.
That by far has been the closest to hitting our table. That was
That almost hit me. And
fairly close. We have to save this equipment. This is some valuable equipment. As Riggs will inbound.
You tell him, Bobby.
Oh my goodness, what kind of 3-point? That's traveling. That's just, ugh.
I'm gonna take a guess on what just happened there.
He probably saw Miller open in the corner, tried to get it to him.
I think either that, like you said, or I wonder if the coach said no threes, take the easy shots, and he found an open 3, and he hesitated.
He just threw it straight up in the air.
I think it got to him, the mental part. Either of those could be right. Still 2 minutes, 20 seconds left. St. Laurence up 62 to 58.
Walsh's first shot from the line. Another missed free throw. This is almost getting out of hand with missed free throws that we've seen. Riggs looks down low. He's fouled. Still have a few more fouls to give.
Great job getting the ball inside, working it to the center. Number 24, Robert Nosik. Another missed free throw. He's got 14 points, most of which come inside of the paint, so the right idea was to get the ball inside to him in the paint. Man,
Another missed free throw. Almost got the ball back. He's
not been too great shooting from the free throw line today at all.
We do have a final from the South Gym. Riverside Brookfield beats Stagg 65-48. Riverside Brookfield's Paul Zelinkas has 28 points. He had 28 points in that win. And he had 5 3-pointers. So they will move on in the winner's bracket. And another missed free throw. That one was also from Walsh. And a push is called. And that's the 5th team foul for Lawrence. Got to inbound it. Turns it over. Miller finishes.
Good move from Miller.
So minute 36. Dane, you're in the timeout. You're St. Francis. Your coach, Eric Dyer, what are you saying to this team?
Nothing stupid. No dumb shots. Work the ball inside. Do what you've been doing all game long. as well as on defense. Make sure you stop number 1, Ben Walsh, because he has been a monster all game long, along with Darius Wilson, who
They both have double digits.
Walsh has had 15. Wilson has 17. You gotta stop them. They both prove to be phenomenal shooters,
Well, I feel like
as well as get inside. So that's what you gotta do.
a name that we have to mention out of St. Francis, Miller, Sebastian Miller. He has 18 points. He
Right.
might be the difference maker in this final minute 30.
If you have the chance to get the ball in the hands of Sebastian Miller, you got it. You got to get him the open shot. He's got to be the one taking the shots. As number 24, Robert Nosek, checks out of the game. So right now, Miller's your go-to guy.
You'd expect it to be Miller, yes.
Here with a minute, 36 seconds left.
It's Walsh. And here we go, full court press. They'll double team. And a turnover. Miller,
Side blocked.
another block, but he was called on a foul.
Right there again. Stealing the ball on the press. Get the ball to Miller if you can.
Danny Blank will shoot.
He did get blocked. It's now number 20 is shooting a free throw.
Danny Blank, that
Danny
is.
Blank. Yep.
Gosh. Missed free throw after missed free throw has been a story in this game. Makes that one at least. St. Francis only down 1. Walsh will try to dribble out this clock.
Oh,
Call fouled on number 22,
that's a
Eric
tough,
Welch.
That's a tough foul. Down 1 with a minute 16. As it sends Darius Wilson to the line.
Chase Riggs will check out. And in comes Robert Nosek. Another missed free throw. That's out of bounds and is going down with St. Francis.
That's a huge opportunity for St. Francis and a huge opportunity missed from St. Laurence. Gotta knock down those free throws. It's been the story all game long.
About a minute to go in an all-out terrific basketball game. Top of the key fakes, drives.
And a good move.
This is the floater. And Miller fouls. He has now picked up his third.
St. Francis foul number 10, Sebastian Miller. That's his third. 2 shots.
Darius Wilson seems to be banged up.
Remember, he did leave the game early with an injury. He did decide to come back in. Knocks down the first one. Even if he makes this next one, it's still a 3-point game, and St. Francis has to be looking at a 3-pointer, probably from, I would say, Miller.
Yep. Now,
Timeout is called.
Make this one a full timeout called by the St. Laurence coach.
St. Laurence calls the timeout.
So now you got St. Laurence up 3, 51 seconds in the game. It's St. Francis's ball. What do you do?
Well, what I'd be doing if I'm St. Francis, you have to try to look and give it to Miller. He's been the best 3-point shooter. You try to look at him. But I'm sure that's St. Francis. I'm sure St. Laurence is saying, cover Miller. He's the big guy to watch. I mean, no one else on that scoreboard has been a primary 3-point shooter, to say the least.
I agree with that. Covering Miller right now, or getting the ball to Miller. Whatever happens here in the last 51 seconds is going to have something to do with Sebastian Miller. Because he's been lights out all game, 18 points. And if you need something to happen, the ball's going to be in his hands.
Now both teams are in the bonus, so potential and one scenario.
But then again, you got number 24, Robert Nosek, who has been working the paint.
He's not executed from the free throw line at all.
That is the one problem. But you gotta hope. There it is.
Miller for three. That three. Hits it! We are tied at 64.
34 seconds left.
What a fantastic game. St. Laurence brings it down the floor. That's Walsh who will dribble. St. Francis standing up.
Now you got a lot of people now packing this gym. The next two teams, everyone here is getting excited. No shot clocks for the last, 30 seconds left? Dribbled out.
There's no shot clock at all.
4 seconds left.
Wilson. Oh, we got overtime. We have overtime.
What a shot from number 15.
Yeah, I kind of predicted overtime.
What are they gonna have to do here now, Bobby? For both sides.
St. Francis scoring the paint. Scoring the paint.
Scoring the paint for St. Francis.
St. Laurence hasn't done a good job with that. It'll be interesting. Robert Nosek will jump for St. Francis. I can't tell who's jumping for Lawrence.
You know what, Bobby? I had a strange feeling we might see Robert Nosek at the line. And if we see him there, I think he'll knock down his free throws.
He'll come up clutch. What you're saying? Nice look. A push is called.
It's not a good call.
It's on number 24. That's his first. Nope.
You know, that's something too we've seen all game is all around free throw misses, but Darius Wilson.
I feel like he's been missing a lot more.
He's had a couple times where he goes to the line and he misses both of his free throws.
They tried, and it's out of bounds.
They tried working the paint. Couldn't let it. There. Couldn't get it. Kicks it out to Miller, and Miller wasn't ready for it.
Walsh drives, missed an easy layup.
3 minutes, 10 seconds left to go.
Trey drives, is fouled. He'll be going line to shoot two.
Early second.
It's the first one. That one is good. Those of you who are watching the end of this one before the Sanford Lions game, you guys have been missing out on an all-around fantastic game. 66-64. Sanford Lions will immediately follow this game. That's a corner three. Nope, missed. Miller grabs the board. He missed that one. Third chance points, and we're tied. Welch with 4 fouls. Walsh, deep three.
Nope.
Nope. Nosek with the board.
You know, that's surprising that he missed that. I mean, although that's been the story all in second half.
Yeah, you'd think you'd hit it.
He hit so many threes in that first half.
Heslook drives. Got it. St. Francis is up.
2 minutes, 13 seconds left. Good D.
Nope. Airballs that one.
No, they called a foul.
St. Francis foul 22. Eric Welch, that's his fifth. Eric Welch is fouled out of the game for Spartans.
Number 22, Eric Welsh, fouls out of the game, is now Darius Wilson shooting free throws.
Okay, he's been like
sinks the first,
sinking them.
Right.
He's like sinks them, and then the other ones he's hitting nothing but backboard.
68-67.
Tie that score.
And it's tied. It's all tied up here. 2 minutes left.
Both Lions and Carl Sandburg High School are watching very patiently from the side they'll be sitting on.
Pushing
That's
foul.
number 20, Jalen Hamilton, who's called on the foul.
And that will send... It's going to send Miller to the line. That's someone you do not want shooting at the line right now. If you were St. Laurence.
There's the first one.
That's on the first, and the 1-1.
Missed that one.
You know, Bobby, you talked about it earlier. What if this game went into overtime? And I said that there was a good chance this Spartans team could pull off a win. And now they're up 69-68, minute 41 left.
Miller with 19 points on the game.
Miller has been playing great. Along with St. Lawrence's Darius Wilson, who's got 21. He's been sent to the line quite a few times, though.
And he has missed the free throws, which you think you gotta.
He's
gotta
made
nail
some
down.
and missed some, but he's here and there. Still 21 points.
A minute 41, both teams are in the bonus. St. Laurence, who is up by like, I'd probably say 8 points at the most, is now down by 1. It'll be their ball inbounding the far left side of your screen. It's been a tremendous game.
St. Lawrence takes the ball up.
Quick double team, and that's Riggs who's called on the foul. Fans behind us don't like the call.
That was that was not.
Could have gone either way, the way I see it.
Yeah.
Riggs was visually upset when he looked over here. Another miss. Another miss.
Surprising miss.
Another miss. Are you serious right now?
I mean, the amount of missed free throws this game is crazy.
It's unbelievable.
And he misses.
That's a big rebound by Francis. I would not foul, and they do.
And they accidentally foul him.
No, no, no.
Oh, are you thinking?
Timeout.
Oh, timeout.
Timeout. Thought it was a foul.
I think.
I mean, we both
I
thought
think
it was a
something
foul.
could have went bad if St. Francis didn't call the timeout there. So I think it was a good timeout.
He pushed back because we've been watching a tremendous game. And then following that game will be Batavia and Andrew. Gavin is ready. He has to, after this one, he has to announce 3 in a row. I think he's ready for that. Now from St. Laurence, you don't want to be too aggressive here on defense. You don't want to send someone to the line that is good at the line. Like Miller, who finishes.
And he makes it. Up 3, 1 minute and 15 seconds left to go. St. Laurence.
If I'm a scout and I'm here, I am watching Sebastian Miller and thinking, I want this guy on my team. He has 21 points and a turnover. Walsh puts it up.
Oh, the turnover puts it 71-70. That
under a minute.
That is true with scouting. And we'll talk about it in this timeout. I think that one person we've seen keep their tempo and keep their emotions under control and not freak out has been Sebastian Miller of St. Francis. He's played a phenomenal game. 21 points.
So if there's any scouts watching this stream right now, I don't know if there is.
I mean, they might be here, but...
Yeah, very true. But you never know. There could be like a potential random one.
Yeah.
Rewatch this stream. It'll give us views, and it gives you another look at Sebastian Miller.
Well, you got Sebastian Miller. You got Finn Walsh, who has 17 points himself.
Darius Wilson, he's also a junior. He's only a
junior.
He's a junior.
He's played a great game. You got... He put the poster, right?
Darius Wilson, yes.
Oh, his athleticism to slam that poster, or no, just there's quite a few great players in this game. Let's make the score 71-70.
So St. Francis will inbound from the far right side of your screen.
So yeah, a little surprise here. Sebastian Miller will actually inbound the ball.
Potential play design.
And
that's a steal. You can't turn it over here if you're St. Laurence. And
what were they thinking? Why would Miller inbound the ball?
You'd think you want to have Miller running down the court and an easy layup.
You'd think you'd want him catching it. You could see the frustration from the coach.
Coach Dyer, that is. And we're tied again. 48 seconds.
Can we see a double overtime here, Bobby? It's been a long game.
It has been.
And he knocks it down. Up 1. St. Laurence.
It's been only an hour 30, but it's felt like almost 2 hours and 30 minutes to say the least. But been all around fantastic. 40 seconds to go. 3.
In the corner.
Rebounded by Lawrence.
And 15.
Foul is called.
Brennan Yaruso was the one that shot the three-pointer at the end of the fourth quarter.
Was he the one who just shot it?
He's the one that just shot it now, and he's the one that forced overtime. So I guess you'd want the ball in his hands. And
I think that is. Who is this? This is
number 20.
Oh, number 20. Is he being good for the line?
Danny Blank. Or
Jane.
no, I'm looking at the wrong team.
That's Jalen Hamilton. He's also a junior. He missed his first one. 30 seconds and sinks that one. And here we go. 2-point game. Miller dribbling down.
Sebastian Miller's only a sophomore.
That's why you got to keep a name on him. And so we're going down the floor.
19 seconds left. St. Laurence up 2, 73 to 71. And right idea. Miller's gonna follow him. Sebastian Miller's 4th foul of the day.
This is Trey Davis. Nails the first one. Here we go. 3-point lead. 17.6.
Trey Davis's 12th point of the game. Make it 13.
4-point game. You got to get a quick shot here, and it's got to come from Miller.
And
he got
gets
it.
But it was the right idea shooting the 2.
Timeout was 6.2.
That was a great play. That was a great shot from Miller. 23 points now. Now, if St. Laurence is right there, calling the timeout was the right idea. But now if you're St. Francis, you have to intercept and steal the inbound pass and score. It was the right idea shooting the 2 because that's all you needed.
Both teams are out of timeouts, so
yeah.
I'm going to try to force a 5-second violation. I'd almost not guard someone, which I guess they're going to do, guard the inbounder.
Clock doesn't run. So it's inbounded. You got a foul.
Dude, you got a foul. You doing? 2.9. And that is Trey Davis, who will shoot 2. A lot of guys are in foul trouble, Miller being one of them. He has 4. Davis is a free throw away from knotting this game up. Miller from half court. It's over, doesn't matter. What a game. What a terrific. 77-73 is our final score. We have to wrap this up quickly because we have another game coming up between Lyons Township and Sandbrook. For Bobby Hessling, Dane Emmerich. Hopefully you enjoyed this game. We sure did. And stick around for some more basketball action tonight.